You will be great food for worms.
Hello and welcome, younger and slightly less attractive version of Colin Farrell Midnight here. And today I was kinda indecisive, so what video should I make? So I'll let you guys decide. We did a poll. I posted it this morning, 9 hours ago. And you guys decided which warlord I will play today, and we're gonna play some Caipha Morarg. He won the 38% out of 110 votes. He's the new addition to the Death Guard, and I really enjoyed him. I played him a bit in the last season, like towards the end of course. And I started off quite hard this season with him. He is really a really good addition to the Death Guard. Finally, a somewhat proactive warlord. I'm not really in my prime today. I caught a cold, but you know, having a disease-ridden body is kind of a Death Guard roleplay, so adds character to the video, I guess. Let's just see the deck. So our warlord is Caipha, Morarg, Equerry to Mortarion. He's quite unspectacular. A basic epic warlord, 2 attack, 35 health, medium initiative. And for 2 energy he puts in play a Meldon squad. Meldon squads are the 1 energy 1/4 front lines. As mentioned, seems unspectacular, but having that as an ability is pretty good, like compare it to Horus, compare it to Kharn. They have something else going on for them, like passives. This allows us a slightly different playstyle for the Death Guard, so let's get right into it. My first card is Drilling Sight. Drilling Sight is here to play more stuff in one turn, but keep Drilling Sight in your opening hand, because there's a power play for turn 1. We're running Temeter squads, so turn 1, if you're going first, go for the Temeter squad, Drilling Sight, usability, and these guys are hard to remove turn 1, like you need Seek and Destroy, or you have to be Abaddon or something, or Kabanda, I don't know, these are not very popular at the moment. And you will have Temeter squad and frontline, and the Temeter squad will keep producing value, pumping your troops with those gem munitions. I really like it, so pretty good card here. Command Bridge, I don't think I have to explain this one goes in almost every deck by now. You will need to fish for key tactics here, and I don't know, against swarm decks you wanted endurance. Well, most of the time you want endurance because this card is insane. Blight Grenade, cheap removal, really good. 2 energy and you will deal 2 damage to something. If it dies, something else gets the damage and then repeat the effect and so on. So you will do at least 4 damage with this card. For example, you kill something off of 2 health and it bounces to the enemy warlord. You deal 4 damage for 2. I really love the value on this card. Defensive Maneuver, the legendary resupply. Try to play this if the enemy has at least 2 units in the board, so it is at least a resupply, but in some situations this can draw a huge amount of cards. I really like it, but kind of situational and unspectacular for legendary. Still made it in the stack. Temeter Squad. This is one of the newest additions to the Death Guard card pool, 2 energy card. You get in hand a Gem Munition on Relentless, so if it survives you get a Gem Munition in hand. Gem Munition is a 1 energy card which gives +1/+1 and poisons to a troop, so they kinda snowball, they help you snowball. I really like them. Lord Malkiel, a pretty good value troop, our best in 1 play. He's here because we can hide him behind front lines so he doesn't get flanked that easily. And besides that, we can ramp an R2 for energy turn easier, for example with Temeter Squad, into Caipha's ability. Captain Ujioj, not really a 3-drop, you know, you want to play him when you're about to kill something, so you get value from his ability, usually paired with a Warlord attack, so you can drop him on 3 if you're about to face bash into something. But the best case scenario is you got him, you get a full board, you're at 9 energy, play Ujioj, play Endurance and heal for a lot if you kill a lot. Then Vengeance, this is kind of a removal tool as well, but it also provides us reach. Death Guard has a huge problem with that, so hitting your warrior for 5 sometimes secures the kill on either a big troop or even the enemy warlord. Phosphex Bomb, you usually see those only in Mortarion, but here it kind of works as well. It doesn't work as well as in Mortarion, but here we have the same idea. So you usually pair those on Mortarion together with his ability, you poison something, then you stun it. Here we do almost the same. We poison something and then we hide behind the front line. You don't necessarily have to do it, you can play it on curve basically, but the idea here is the same as with Mortarion. May not sound that great on paper, the strategy, but it worked perfectly. Informant Network, my anti-stealth of choice as usual. Clear Seegers, useful in general here, we don't need any of the other anti-stealth options here. Informant Network is just the most solid one. Brutal Choice, well this is a slow deck. We will grind out our opponent, this is attrition. Mid-range, more so to say, control. Not really mid-range, it is actually attrition and control. So, Brutal Choice is a slow card and it comes in handy. It provides us some reach, really go for those nukes. I really like it here. Jubik Starsight, just another value troop, you know. You can hide him behind front lines, that's why he's in this deck. He's just a very good 3-drop. That's about it, and as mentioned, he's a prime target to kill for your opponent. and Caipha can prevent that by spawning the little front lines. Captain Holgorg. This one works here the best. I think this is the best warlord for Captain Holgorg. He buffs adjacent troops +1/+1 and gives them poisonous. Also has very good stats, 6/5 for 5. So and basically another +2/+2 in total stats, really good. Since we can spawn something on demand, he will always have value. Favorite of Nurgle. So this is a card you don't see that often. I'll be honest, it's also not that great, but it served me pretty well. You know why? Because we will often have something on the board like the Meldon squads. And this can turn the Meldon squads into actual monsters. It isn't that good on paper like compared to Civilized Chosen, but Civilized Chosen, man, it's bust. Let's be real. And this one gives a Mark of Chaos and +2/+4 to friendly troops, so worst case scenarios it gives +4/+4 for 5 is fair. But best thing that can happen is actually Terror. It helps us a lot to control the board. It kinda works here. Oskark Squad. Same principle as the Phosphax Bomb. Try to pair it with your frontline ability, so the thing you poisoned that has to attack into the Meldon Squad instead of you, or the Oskark Squad. Doesn't work as well as in Mortarion, but still the whole strategy here with the poison something, then hide behind frontline worked really well for me. Purity of Will, this card, you can't skip it in Death card, it's really good. And some people tend to forget the rally effect, so that poison remove. And that card got a little bit more popular now with the new cards and so on. I saw some Mortarions, I saw some other Caifas lately. If you're having that matchup, keep in mind, don't drop Purity of Will mindlessly. If you're playing against Mortarion and he death clouds you or something, drop that and counter his whole strategy. Really good. Endurance, not much to say here. This is the Powerhouse Epic of the Death card. It's insane value. It's a 6 health swing for the whole board. Not much to say here. Next up is Sergeant Tarakth, also one of the newest addition to the Death card. If you watched my reveal video, I had him here. We have the Giselk Terminators and the Gordo Full Terminators as options here. Maybe even Plague Elite, since we're running Favorite of Nurgle, but I'm still not convinced to play them, to be honest. And Sergeant Tarakth made it to the spot because Giselk Terminators, they won't find that much value here, since we'll most of the time have something on the board and triggering their frontline won't happen. They're just vanilla 5/8. This provides some kind of tempo swings. It's not that great, it's only 2 damage on a 6 energy troop still. You will get a 7/7 poisonous body if it's triggered, but don't hesitate to play him on curve. Just a 6/6 which deals 2 to the enemy warlord or something, it's great. Really good, I like him a lot. Ignatius Grulgor, the not corrupted version, the human version, he's just very good value. He's 3 troops in 1. He puts in play another Meldon squad, and on the backlash you put in play Plague Marine. These are the 2 6s with Relentless Heal fully. The Plague Marine is also a very good target of Favorite of Nurgle. I had that once and it was hilarious. That thing stick for 5 or 6 turns, it was perfect. Anyway, he does a really good job here. I like him, it's just a value troop. Mortarion's Resolve, this is our panic button, so to say. You stun all enemies for 8 energy and heal 5 to your warlord, then you mulligan your whole hand and draw 5 new cards. Try to use this when you're in really tough situations. Let's, for example, say when you're playing against Raven Guard, always keep this card when the enemy plays Deliverance, because those Deliverance turns usually set up lethal for them. This messes it up, and you can react more efficiently in the next turn when they are unstealthed again, when Deliverance effect faded away. And also try to use this in other cases, as mentioned, as a panic button. Don't use it right away, and try to use it when your hand count was actually low, so that you draw some extra cards, and not when you're like 7 or 8 cards, and then you just drop 3 cards back in your deck. This can be good against something like Alpha Legion, I guess, but most of the time you actually want to have more in your hand after you play this card. Last card, Imperial Reaper, just a very good troop. One of the few 10 drops in the game in my opinion, which is worth playing. It's a 7/14 frontline, so a stat monster. It's super hard to get past this tank. It's just a huge body, and the backlash, it resets the board, so you will have the initiative after this died. I really like it. Sometimes clunky to play, but for 10 energy this provides huge value. 21 total of stats. So yeah, this is a deck, as mentioned. It's all about attrition, control. You'll have to prepare for long games. But as usual, I got some more cards which you can add here if you are missing some cards or if you don't agree with me on some of my card choices. First card here is the Reaping, a card you don't see that often. Why does it work here? Well, because we're playing Phosphax Bombs and Oskark Squad, you can basically combo it more efficiently than with our frontline here, but keep in mind that you're gonna have to use 1 more card for that, and you're gonna have to draw into this particular combo, and the combo with the frontline is available, like it's always available, yeah? But still, I think playing Oskark Squad and then removing something instantly with the Reaping, well, you use 2 cards, but you get a 5/5 barrier on the board and kill something, still sounds reasonable to me. Next up is Plague Marine. Yes, that's not a good card. Not good card in its own, but we're lacking something in the 4 energy spot, as you saw. It's not that big of a deal, but you might still want to put there something, and it would be Plague Marine here. Why? Because we have a lot of buffs. We have Team Leader Squad with the Chem Munitions, so the Chem Munitions pumped on a Plague Marine will increase Plague Marine's efficiency by a lot because it heals every time at the start of your turn. Same with Favorite of Nurgle, same with Captain Holgorg. It works wonders, as mentioned. I had it spawn from Ignatius Quilgore, and I really liked it for once. Next up is First Wave. This is obviously a good card, one of the best defensive tools on 5 energy, but we have Meldons on demand, and this seemed kind of like an overkill for me, so I skipped it here. This deck does fine without it. Next up is Dracnian. So Dracnian usually finds its place in decks which can generate troops on demand, like, I don't know, Kharn. Kharn with Dracnian is really good, she can just pawn those sisters. And the same principle works here with Caipha, but I actually want to have my board around, and we're also playing a lot of late game troops, so if I have Dracnian on board and I play Imperial Reaper, yeah, it's more easy to deal 6 damage to the Dracnian than 14 to the Imperial Reaper. So you see the problem here. It works with his ability greatly, but it doesn't quite fit into a late game, and it's also kind of an aggressive card. Next up is Melgator. He goes in almost every deck. He can provide nice tempo swings, but we don't really care much about that. And bouncing our own stuff is also not that important here, so I skipped him. Next up are our sliders. These are always nice to have. These are like drilling sites, but with more functionality. Yeah, it just didn't quite make it, but always a nice card to have. And last but not least, this is a bit of a weird one, a card which is kind of forgotten and got added recently as well from an event. It's the Selenar Citadel. It's a 3 energy 1/5, which on resolution gives something in your hand +1/+1, so it has to be in a starters or infantry. I actually played it in this deck, and it was not too bad, you know. It has the same principle. You hide it behind Caipha's front lines, and it provides you continuous value. Problem is, we have not that many troops, you know, it's kind of 50-50, and 3 of our troops are not even a starters or infantry. We have 3 vehicles, so in the end I sometimes ended up with not having something it can buff, and it was just a 1/5 body on the board which can't do anything. But in some other situations it was pretty cool. It buffed like 3 or 4 times and something in my hand, so I really liked it here. But as mentioned, it was kind of awkward to drop. So yeah, that's our deck as requested from you guys. Caipha, Morarg, new Death Guard Warlord. So one thing I forgot to mention, guys, in case you didn't notice, I'm not playing the mission in this deck. First of all, well, I don't have the mission, but even if I had, I wouldn't play it simply because it's kind of a huge win more card. It reminds me a lot of Dawn Reckoning, because, you know, when you're at the point that you have a poisonous unit at the start of your turn 5 times, you're probably kind of winning anyway. So yeah, first of all, it's kind of a win more card, and second of all, we would have to rework a whole deck a lot, so we would have to play something like Plague Elites and so on. I don't like this idea, so you can surely try the mission if you want. It's fun, and then if you complete it, you will spawn 3/6 frontlines every turn. If you want to see some Caipha Morarg with the mission action, then go over to Lamia's channel. I'll put the link in the description. If I remember correctly, he had a video with Caipha Morarg where he actually pulled off the mission. And anyway, now let's go into some games. Oh my god. Oh, Kharn, what else? Postflex Bomb doesn't do defensive maneuver either. Might need command adjustment later. Not drilling site.
We have changed, adapted to a new reality.
Unfortunate that we are going second. Would have had a pretty good opener here. Bad turn. Alright, I'll take it. Do I want to counter-take something here? I guess. What if he has spikes? Doesn't matter. It does. So let's do that. No bikes. And all pings to my face. Awesome. So I could Jubek here, but I won't. I'm gonna do this. Keeping those front lines up. Melgator off the top. Hit this, please. Very good. So we play Starside and the bounce back Meldon. Oh. Yeah, I'll take that. No. Yes. Ooh. Bikes for the clear. Okay, Bront. I can black grenade it later. Favorite of Nurgle black grenade. Is he gonna do it? Still goes face. Okay, no pings on this guy. Okay. Escape vent. Dude, this man has balls, not gonna lie. This man has balls. Can't play favorite of Nurgle and Blight Grenade. If I get another Blight Grenade though. I don't. Let's get Vengeance. I'm gonna play Vengeance next turn, I suppose. So I might play a front line and Malkiel so that Braun doesn't get bounced. Does that make sense? I guess. Favorite of Noble didn't make sense because he has civilians. Mount Bridge and no survivors. Oh, Lacticia. Yeah, of course. Perfect ping here. Ah, Endurance, my beloved. Where are you? Terax. Gonna play it safe though. Unfortunate. Doubt he can burst me down here and have Mortarian's Resolve to heal up even more. And face remains the place. Come the fuck on, dude. Oh, these pings, man. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I could play it super safe and Mortarian's Resolve. He doesn't have any... Yeah, I'm gonna do it. So that's the play. I mean, I can withdraw a Vengeance or something. Yeah, this should still work. He doesn't have any more Pi Alphas. Yeah, that doesn't matter. Alright. Endurance. Fair enough. Yeah. See ya, Kharn. That's not your matchup. Oh, of course it's 1000 Demons. Who else would it be? And the Burn Horus. How exciting. I'm gonna need Phosphex Bomb against to Ghost. Rest is not really needed for now.
We have changed, adapted to a new reality.
History will be made here.
Alright, we got Malkiel turn 1. Pretty good. Ability drilling site resupply. You gotta love it, boys. That's top tier gameplay right there. That's how you play Horus. Second wave on curve. And the face bash. Doo-doo-doo. That looks grim. I don't like it. Would have loved the blight grenade here. Not happening though. So we just frontline up. Alright. Ah, blight grenade, my beloved. Dead hand. Fucking dead hand. Ooh, he did a good thing. Okay, let's see. Not much I can do since he stealthed this. So I'm just gonna give him fodder here. Giving that extra HP doesn't make sense. Yeah, well at least I have endurance next turn. Maybe I can make something happen with that. It was very unlikely he gets poisonous here, so whatever. I'd love to ghost and curve. Great. So what's the play, ladies and gentlemen? What's the play? Frontline. Attack into this endurance. Double vengeance is an option. Yeah, it's gonna be endurance, I suppose. That's the play. Need that frontline for Morarg next turn. And to distract him, basically. That's that. Nice! Nice, bro. That was the right play. Keep face bashing. That's the spirit, my man. Burn Horus at his prime. Drilling site resupply. Drilling site resupply, ladies and gentlemen. Should I give this 1 more HP? Does it matter? I guess it will heal to 3. Yeah, it does matter. So if he draws a Grogor, he still has to attack 1 more time. That makes sense. The smoke grenade is perfectly fine. And here's the 3rd wave. Or 2nd wave. Grogor or a Dusk. Alright. Ooh, maths is so hard, boys. What's he gonna do? Attack with Malkiel. I got a quickfire or something? No, you don't. Okay. Okay, my man. So this is gonna be an awkward one, but I have to do it. I would love to keep this at full health, but yeah. Well, actually, fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Doesn't heal the front line that way. Should I just keep this around? Like, not attack with it at all? We'll be at 5 health. You will have to attack and do it anyway. I'm gonna keep it around. Fuck it. Let's just burn Horus, waste your death sets like an idiot, and enjoy life. No! Fucking top decked. Well, that's not that bad, right, though, is it?
This is concerning.
You fucking donkey. He has no clue what he's doing. Nice Horus, my man. Really nice Horus. Wait, is that... Oh my god, no. This is probably one of those stupid miracle quins. Quins, whatever it's pronounced. Really not something I'm looking forward to play.
We have changed, adapted to a new reality.
White Stars got turned into pure bullshit in this expansion, in my opinion. But let's see. Let's put that instead of a front line. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, as expected. So, frontline, ammunition. That makes his ability useless, hopefully. And also perfect opener for him. Mission into Jagoras can't get better than that. Oh man. Yeah, that's okay, I guess. We just keep playing it safe until I can play Purity of Will next turn. Okay. Kind of a wasted precog here in my opinion, but whatever works for him, I guess. At least we're again at full HP. Bit heavy in removal here. Not that useful against him. That's a card. Favorite of Nurgle. Yeah, I'll take that. Fuck it. Terra. I'm gonna take the 4 to the face here. I think it's worth. I don't think he is building the deck right with these 4 elf vehicles and all that shit. Stormlands. And he keeps face bashing. Why not, buddy? Why the fuck not? Correct is a thing. I'll command put into cruel choice here. And I'm also gonna keep face bashing him. If this somehow stays alive, which I don't think. Maybe I should have given it ammunition instead. So that 2 bikes don't kill it. 2 cum bikes, I mean. Already. Are we already going for it? Not exactly sure what he's doing. So attack and ebb and flow, or building side, ebb and flow. I have lethal though, do I? So, gem munition. Yeah, that's exactly lethal. Good thing I face bashed. Get the fuck out of here. I hate this deck. The ladder experience, boys. Burn Horus, Miracle Qin Xa, and Kharn. I hope you still enjoyed. I hope these were still entertaining matches. I hope you like my boy Caipha as much as I do. Finally some more or less solid control warlord again. So yeah, there are more cards coming up next week. Not from me, I will be busy unfortunately going from tomorrow on onwards. And I won't be doing any reveals. But the third wave, we'll surely have time again. Make sure to subscribe because I'm sure there's new exciting stuff coming up and I will be covering that as well, of course, in the stream. And deck guides like these with the new warlords. And well, until then you can check out the other stuff on my channel, you know the drill. Sorry for my not prime condition today. I hope it didn't mean that much. But I'm really feeling not that well, it's not corona hopefully. But anyway, I'll see you guys around in the next video. And until then, good night out.